What's up, YouTube? Jet Fuel EDC here, and tonight we got another Victorinox to check out. So this, my friends, is the Victorinox Swiss Army knife silver Alox Cadet. Wow, that's a mouthful. Anyways, as you're looking at it, you got these beautiful aluminum handles, nice and textured. You got the Swiss Army crest there, their symbol. These things are really rugged. I mean, it nicely textured. They did it. That's a nice feature they threw on there. You come around here to the back side of the knife, and you got this small engraving panel. It's great for you want to customize this for a gift or yourself, or whatever. That's a pretty cool little feature they throw on there. As you're looking at it, you got a large drop point blade with a nail nick, a nail file and nail cleaner. Get it to focus here. There we go. Got a can opener and a small flathead. Large flathead and a bottle opener and a wire stripper. And last but certainly not least, you have the key ring. Please never forget the key ring. Most important part of the entire knife. I'm just kidding. So as you're looking at the knife, you're looking at about 3 1/4 inches closed. You got a decently sized blade for the size of the knife that you have here. So you're looking at 2 1/2 inches. So you're almost a 1-to-1 ratio there. Very close. Blade to handle length. So you drop it back to the cutting length, and you're about 2 1/8. So you got a decent sized cutting edge there. Excuse me. Let's check the weight on this little guy. It's next to nothing, I can tell you that much, just by feeling it. So you're looking at 1.62 ounces and 46 grams. So with the technical data and the materials out of the way, let's get into the dislikes and the likes of the knife. So one of the things I dislike about the knife, really the one only thing I could really find, there's not a lot to this knife, so it's kind of hard to dislike it. One of the things I dislike about this knife is with the Alox scales, you lose your tweezers, you lose your toothpick. As you can see, there's nothing here. You don't have the little compartment to tuck it away in. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you with the toothpick. It's kind of lost on me. The toothpick's not my deal. It's kind of a breeding ground for germs. If you look at it, if you think of it, use that thing and then stick it back in that compartment. That's just bacteria and yeah. Unless you clean that thing before you stick it back in that little compartment, that's not my thing. It's just kind of, I don't know, I never understood it myself. I'd rather carry around a handful of those little wrapped up toothpicks you get at a restaurant, or the little picks you can buy. Keep those in my lunchbox. But if you're in a pinch and that's your thing, you could always use that thing, but you lose it on this knife. Where it loses me though is those tweezers. I like having those tweezers. I mean, that's a good tool. You never really realize how much or how useful a set of tweezers are until you need them and you don't have them. It's not something you use every day, obviously. A lot of people aren't, getting splinters and things like that all the time. I mean, it's just a rare occasion, and it's nice to have something like that tucked away, that you forget about, and then you're like, oh man, I got something in my finger or whatever, and then also, I got a set of tweezers, I can get it out, so that's a great feeling, and you lose that with these scales. Really, other than that, I couldn't say a whole lot more to dislike about this knife. I mean, it's very simplistic, and there's not a lot to it. So with the dislikes out of the way, let's get into the likes. As you can see, it's a very small footprint. It takes up no space. It's very lightweight. It's compact. Just nice little tool. Good knife. The scales, I love the texture. I love the grip of them. I'm anxious to see how durable they're going to be over the next 6 months, the year. I think they're going to hold up pretty well. So I really like the scales. I really also like the engraving panel. I wish they would have made it just a little bit bigger, so you could, customize this, for a gift or whatever, or put your name on it or however you want to do it. That's a pretty cool little feature. I wish they, like I said, I wish they would have made it just a little bit bigger. Another thing is these things come in a variety of different colors, just like all the other models. They come in blue, red, green, just endless possibilities almost. I mean, it really is. It's cool. It's a great feature they have going on, and they're very accessible, and yeah, I don't really know where I was going with that. But yeah, it comes in a great variety of colors and different styles, so that's very great. That's a great feature to this knife. So with a recommendation, this knife runs around $30 to $32 depending on what you get. I didn't see it any higher than $32, and I couldn't find it any cheaper than $30. I would have to say I do recommend this knife. It's a great starter knife. Say you want to give this to a young kid, kind of teach them the basics of pocket knives and things like that. Teach them a little bit of knife safety, things like that. It's a great starter knife. It's simplistic, it's small, it would make a great starter. Next thing, it'd be a great gift. You could gift this thing, to somebody in your office, a friend, a coworker, a family member. It makes a great gift. Makes a really great backup blade. I can speak to that. I mean, this thing, I carried it, for near 2 weeks, and it did anything I asked it to do, and more. You could put this thing in a kit bag. You put it in the truck, in the car, in the glove box. Carry it as a backup. Whatever you want to do, it's a good all-around knife. With that being said, that's pretty much all I got for you guys tonight. As always, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.